pay our bills up front.
Fair. Oh, yeah, of course.
Show's favorite sponsor is R&J Discount Liquor. We find they have the best selection of bourbons and whiskeys probably in town.
Yeah, make sure you get with Doug. I don't want to break in and ruin conversation. He knows his stuff. He'll always point you in the right direction, and everything they got there is always at a good price. It's at Douglas and Hillside. Anytime you need some booze, go on down to R&J's. Appliance Nerd, if you have any trouble with your appliances, get with 316-807-7498. Having appliance trouble sucks, and buying all new equipment is no fun either. So get with Appliance Nerd, and maybe they can get you fixed up and going again.
Out Detox has 3 great locations in Wichita. Go check them out for 2 for $10 drug tests every day. They've been in business for 15 years, so you know you can trust them. Go all in with Out Detox. Janelle over at Suburbs and Sass is Aaron and Austin Show's official merch provider, and I've been super impressed.
I've been super impressed too. She really has awesome merch, from glasses to t-shirts to sunglasses. If you really want to get down with us, we got those for you too as well.
If you want some custom merch, go check out Janelle at Suburbs and Sass. Hit up the Aaron and Austin Show about our merch. Sacred Leaf is Wichita's favorite CBD store in town. Go check out Nikki. Tell her that the Aaron and Austin Show sent you. For the best selection of gummies and the highest possible legal THC that you can find in Wichita, go check out Sacred Leaf.
Whiskey Dick's definitely an Aaron and Austin Show favorite. Get out there anytime. They have specials every day on food and drinks. They got happy hour from 3 to 6. And how many whiskeys they got in that place, Aaron?
I think they have the most whiskeys in town. And every Monday you can do any whiskey under $25 a shot for half price.
I think there's 700 plus in that building or something like that.
Probably so. So Mopigs is just north of Weston Central in the old Game Exchange building.
And there's really, you can find a little bit of everything, for collectibles, to Pokemon cards, to action figures, to video games. They have a lot of cool stuff in there, and you can also get art by Stephanie Nash. Make sure you check out Mopigs and everything that they got. PK Pest Management. For all your pest control needs, get with Austin or contact 316-305-7108. And it's also fly season, so if you need that fly spray, get with me.
Jealous Kitchen is an amazing pop-up that happens over at the Shamrock Lounge every once in a while. Go check out his tacos. He does this really great pineapple salsa. And just some killer food, so go check out Jealous Kitchen. On Tuesdays, you can usually find the Aaron and Austin Show hanging out at the Cowboy Inn. It's one of our favorite sponsors. Every Tuesday, they have an open mic there hosted by Jacoby Lee Winter.
So get down and check us out on Tuesday nights and check out the Cowboy Inn all the time.
Diaper Jam 2025. We don't have a whole lot of details yet, but go check it out. Every time, it's been a great night, benefiting a great cause. Lots of really good local music.
Probably be at Bourbon Street again this year. Get ready for Diaper Jam 2025.
Bring diapers.
Make sure you get out to 42 Below. They got 2 great locations. They're out west on Tyler and they're downtown. They got a lot of creative and local glass. They got a glass blower in the back. They got a lot going on in that building. Make sure that you get everything 42 Below. Organic followers. We haven't paid for a fucking dime. Haven't sponsored shit.
Definitely, man. For 3,000 followers out of, I mean, Wichita's not a huge population, I would say.
No, and all ours are real, man. We didn't pay for a single one. We didn't sponsor a single fucking ad, single post, nothing. We just. So shout out to all 3,000.
What did you do behind closed doors?
Well, you know, now
those were closed doors, bud.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? we don't talk about closed doors because.
Yeah, I mean, we can't get too.
It's Fight Club.
And I got to give a shout out to Tanner. He's always like, you never shut me on this house. Of course we do. We love you, Tanner. He's the one who suggested we got that Sullivan whiskey the other week. That was pretty good. That stuff kind of tastes like Diet Jameson to me. I kind of like it.
Diet Jameson. That's a funny fucking way to put that.
I want some of that shit.
Right? It was pretty good,
Hook
actually.
me up.
And new sponsors, Jukebox and Angie's Loose Tacos are all available.
Jesus Christ!
You knew I was going to sneak that in.
I know. I don't know why
it's really called.
No, not at all.
Shit.
It's Angie's Tacos and more.
I was like, I need one of these tacos.
They are the loosest tacos in town.
God damn it! Yeah, he keeps going. He just fucking keeps going. Yeah.
Well, it's almost fair if it's funny. If it's not funny, then it's not, but that's the whole thing.
All right,
well, are we back and ready? We're switching and shit now? All right. I was just making sure I didn't know if you went and let in whoever needed to come in. But we got Parallax in the fucking building today, guys.
What's up?
We love to have you, man.
Motherfuckers?
Thanks for coming out, man. You guys are up to all kinds of cool shit.
Trying to.
Yeah, no,
man. Yeah, definitely.
I saw this concert. This weekend that you guys. I mean, you guys didn't play it, but you guys were like the tech on it, right? You and Barlow. And,
yeah, me and Barlow was.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then you got albums coming out. You got shows coming up.
We just dropped a new song a month ago and a video, and we've got more songs we're working on that hopefully we'll release by the end of the year. And we've got shows and just trying to do shit, man.
I love that you guys are always
Getting
working
back
so
in the
hard.
groove.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys are always
Love it.
fucking working so hard.
Yeah.
So introduce you guys yourself. Tell them what you do in the bands for anybody who doesn't know, and then you guys can introduce a couple people that aren't with you too, just so everybody knows the whole band and the whole shooting match.
I am Jason, and I play guitar.
What is your role though?
The role.
You're the band.
I am the band
grandpa.
grandpa. I'm the band grandpa.
All right.
Clayton's the band dad.
In the Simpsons family.
Yeah.
Who are we?
Yes.
Yeah. My name's Clayton. I'm the drummer, and I guess now singer.
Yeah, which is a
And,
pretty cool aspect. Well, in rap, we'll get there.
It's kind of
too.
fun. But I'm the band dad.
So,
So I
it's-
have the trailer.
It's just generational, then.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And then we have two. What do we have? A stepson and a regular son.
We have.
Is one of them redheaded?
Pretty much.
That's the stepson.
Actually, kind of.
I think Travis is the stepchild,
Yes.
right?
Travis Rickett, guitar player. He's
Yeah.
the stepson.
And Mike's our daughter.
Mike.
Mike is the daughter. He's the blonde of the family.
Yes, he's our blonde daughter.
He plays bass.
Excellent. Excellent.
Without a pick. He just plays it with his fingers.
He's
Yeah.
a finger basser.
Yeah.
What is that? What is it? What is your preference on that? Are you a finger basser, or does it
course.
matter?
He's a
course.
finger basser.
Oh,
Of course, dude. Yeah, of course.
So is that the
We
only way to
play
roll?
metal, so we're always giving Mike shit because he's playing with his fingers.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, he's fucking good at it.
In
so.
a metal band, you should have a 5-string or some low
And you,
B,
and
and you
it's-
should play with a pick.
It's
Yeah,
apropos
it is
to
kind of-
play metal music with your fingers.
And I would say punk rock.
What if you can make it
Because it's
work?
fast. Because
Yeah.
it's fast. You want it to be tight.
But what
with
if
the
you can
guitar.
fucking keep up and you're good
I mean,
enough?
there's dudes that do it.
It's still a tone
Mikey
thing.
does it.
It's still a tone thing, though.
Yeah, he could do
Okay.
it. You just never want to isolate the bass track and listen to that by itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's going to sound like.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's a cleaner sound when you do a pick for a bass.
I like to start and stop notes.
When
And
it
so
when
I
it comes
prefer
to
my
when it
fingers,
comes to
you know what I'm
metal,
saying?
man, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like a pick is ideal, but
Well,
also
I think it would be
pissed that
standard.
We're having this
May-
conversation.
Maybe not
he's not here.
That's right.
Aaron,
ideal. Ideal.
But we
or
love
not,
Mike.
Ideal or not, it is probably standard.
Yeah, it is pretty.
You know what I
standard.
mean? And,
Yes.
and I think that on the punk level too, man. Like,
yeah.
I think a lot of punks are playing with heavy ass fucking picks too.
But as the daughter in our
Yeah.
band, we give him shit at all times.
Well, you should.
On all
I mean, yeah, you
levels that
should.
he needs to play with a pick. So
really?
But he never does.
And so is he like?
never has,
Is he
yeah.
taking like a steadfast against?
yes, he is
Oh, yeah.
adamantly against.
Well, I'm
it.
actually
Hey,
I'm on his side on
yeah,
this.
yeah, I know.
and in the bass player world, most of us are anti-pick.
yeah.
But there's applications, man. I'm just saying.
We
like,
just keep
I mean,
making
it's a
up
guitar.
faster, harder parts for him, and he's like,
Is there a
"Yeah."
guitar player out there that's like I ain't rolling a pick ever?
I mean, yeah. There's
Mark
dudes-
Knopfler
Yeah. Yeah.
plays no picks.
All right. I didn't know it would be such a different sound. I didn't even consider that part of it. That like your fingers would produce a different sound through the
Man,
chords.
there
and,
used to be
pick
this
would.
band called Psyopus way back in the day that was super tech metal and shit, and their guitar player used no pick. He did
Psyopus.
Psyopus. He did everything with fucking his fingers.
Hammer-ons and
Well,
just
lots of
different-
crazy tap shit and like just kind of fucking I don't know.
That tapping
It
shit's
was
always kind of
like
cool.
watching an alien.
It's always cool
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they like slap and pull the strings real hard and snap them. I always thought that shit was kind of cool. But
You ever see Michelangelo Battillo?
No,
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm talking about from
Yeah,
from Nitro?
This guy that
Yeah.
plays the double neck guitar.
No, you ever see him play the quad neck?
Oh, where he flips them around and
The
shit.
quad neck is just
Holy
Yeah, yeah.
ridiculous.
balls.
dude.
Are you
He's like-
serious? And they're
Yeah, yeah.
they're both ways.
Yeah,
What is
he's
how's
he has
how's
four
strumming
necks.
in
It's
the
like two
middle?
going.
You just play with your fingers?
Yeah.
Yeah. He has a damper,
That's too much.
and it like
Jesus Christ, my
He
head.
So-
played at
so-
Barleycorns a couple years ago.
he did.
Really?
He
actually.
fucking did. Actually.
Yeah.
Does he just come in there and play wild ass guitar solos with four fucking?
Basically,
Yes.
that's it. That's
what
yeah,
he
Damn,
does.
I mean, it
pretty much
sounds
the whole
cool.
thing.
I mean, I would fucking check that out.
Speaking of, Buckethead is coming to the Cotillion.
I saw that.
Are you going?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
The last time I saw him was with Primus and Incubus at the Cotillion.
And I think that would be dope.
That was kind of like, that was a really great lineup. And he did his whole breakdance routine and all that bullshit. so-
Buckethead is niche even for guitar players, though. Like,
Well, I mean,
You know-
after about 20 minutes, you're kind of cashed.
yeah, you're like, okay.
Maybe even 10 minutes.
Okay, that's the trick. That's the
Yeah,
thing
it
we're
might
doing.
just be
Okay,
like
okay.
10 minutes and you're fucking done. But it's all good.
I wasn't gonna.
He's a
say
great
that.
guitar
I'm
player.
really
You-
glad you
he's a
led
great
with
guitar
that.
player.
You got a kill switch. I get it.
Yeah,
Fucking
exactly.
cool, you know?
Dude, I'm glad he said it. I was like, if that could be, I was like, I remember like, yeah, we're all set.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they're good, but then you know it is what it
It's
is.
not my cup of tea.
Hey,
Yeah.
I would go see him though.
Yeah,
you know what
I
I mean?
would
Like,
too,
like
probably.
Yeah,
I
if you've
would go
never
see
seen
that.
him, go see him for sure.
I've never seen them, so that's
Especially
not
with a band
pricey.
like Primus. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was great.
Well,
especially if they're like
played
opening.
with him too.
Yeah.
He did a song with him too.
Oh
so.
yeah, because Les Claypool loves him. It introduces him, gives him a great intro.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I was a little sad that I missed the Urge that opened for Offspring. When you told me that, I was a little disappointed. I didn't even know that the Urge was here. I was like, oh.
I didn't know until after that. The
I
Urge
like
was
those
there, but
fucking
I
weird,
didn't-
like little ska bands with like cool lead singers that kind of would pop up out of nowhere and
Yeah.
fucking back in the
Jesus,
90s.
what was that?
Dude, you're drinking whiskey?
What was that?
Yeah.
That was
You guys really fucking buttered him up, huh?
Well, what?
I mean, I drink.
that was
I would-
Devil's Share.
I'll drink Jameson. I
haven't
usually
tried it
don't
yet.
drink fucking anything else. Of course, it's Satan share.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
Satan.
Fuck yeah, dude.
This is sponsored by the 2024 Olympics, by the way.
And
No.
shit.
Yeah,
Oh, I know, right?
yeah,
It
it's
is. Fits right in this week. Thanks.
It's
Well,
gonna be great.
we have to give a shout out to RNJs, who does provide all the alcohol for the show.
Nice.
We appreciate you guys as a sponsor. We love you, baby.
yeah. Have a little more if you like.
Yeah.
So there's an angel's share and a devil's cut is kind of how it's referred to. So the angel's share, when you cask a bunch of whiskey, the angel's share is what basically evaporates out of the
It's to charge it to the
pores of
game.
the wood, you know. And
It's the whiskey you charge to
and
the
that's
game.
what concentrates the whiskey. That's what does the whole thing. So
that's pretty good, actually.
So the devil's cut is what's left over in the cask,
I see.
right? So yeah.
I mean, it'll put hair on your nuts, but it's good stuff. Yeah, I didn't know there was like a loss to it, like what's on your.
My headphones went dead. Or yours?
No, I just
oh,
moved
you
back.
just backed up.
I just
got you.
moved back. I mean, there's a big difference. I mean,
Yeah, there
for
is. Holy
It
shit.
It's
really
proximity effect, man.
Yeah, there is.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it really is.
Right here we have bass effect. Right here we probably lost a ton of fucking everything below like 400. You know.
So, Perpetuated is the newest
Single.
single, right?
Yeah, we didn't make an album or EP. It's just
Yeah,
a single.
yeah. So I don't mind it. I mean, you make singles, and then what you guys do is you do a whole nother step, and you went and made a fucking cool ass video too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
excellent.
explain how that process went for you guys. And it was Ibanez. I tried to catch it. Who was the person that did
Ibanez?
your
Oh,
I-
JT Ibanez.
I wanted to say, I wanted you
Yeah.
guys to give him a shout out because I knew I'd fuck his name up.
Yeah,
so.
man.
for sure.
JT Ibanez out in St. Louis. He's got a place out there called Stage 27. He works with everybody from like Seven Dust to Atreyu and big ass bands like that. And we were
Nice.
just
Guys
lucky.
that guys you like and guys
Yeah,
in
yeah.
your guys' lane.
Yeah. And I had a relationship with him over the past couple years, working on some other projects and stuff like that. So when it came time to getting this one put together, we kind of had a good working relationship in place. So we went down there and shot the video, and it was like 5 hours or some shit.
Dude. Yeah, it was
Nice.
super efficient. That
Yeah.
guy had everything in a professional set ready to go.
Hey, you guys already discussed like your
No.
your like what you wanted to do
we
as a
didn't,
concept for the video.
We didn't discuss anything.
Nope,
Really?
we just showed up, and then it was kind of like,
Well,
This
he's
is what we're
obviously
gonna do.
he's at least heard the fucking
Well-
song.
well,
I'm hoping.
oh yeah.
So he brought the ideas to the table. He was like,
He didn't bring anything. He just started shooting.
really.
Yeah,
We just let him
Wow.
do
See,
it.
and he had sets prepared for what he thought the song would need, or
No,
Yeah,
he
but
kind of like was toying around with it.
Yeah, he
like-
was. He just kind of walks around and he looks around. He's like,
this
"Yeah,
looks
well,
cool. Let's
yeah."
maybe do this.
Well, it's
Yeah.
a really.
I thought it turned out really cool.
Well, it was
Thank
cool
you.
to like you guys. What you always do. You control the social media mostly for, don't you?
Yeah.
So it's always nice because you guys. You can go back and check out Parallax's social media, and you can see the making of this video. Like you can get to
Oh,
see,
right.
like he'll show you a couple of clips of, like here's what set looked like, and then you can see when you actually watch the video how fucking cool it turned out.
Yeah.
So I mean, the guy really had some cool concepts for your video. I really like.
Yeah,
how
it was
turned out.
it was great, man. By the time we literally shot it in like 5 hours, we were on our way back to Wichita from St. Louis at
He
like
sent the
2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon,
my
and we
God.
had the video back by the time we got to Wichita.
No way.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
God
He
damn,
sent
this
us
day
one
and
edit,
age. This day
and then
age,
by the
man.
time we pulled into my driveway, he sent the second final edit. So,
And
I
he
mean-
said he wasn't going to do that too.
Yeah, he was like,
when
I'm
we
not gonna be
left,
able to
he's
get-
like, "Nah, I'm too busy right now. I won't be able to edit it." And it was like,
But he gave you an unedited at least one edit of it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
gave, no,
Yeah,
we
that's
had
great.
we had 2 edits by the time.
Well, right,
yeah.
but
Just
yeah,
in
like-
the drive
like
home
one.
from St. Louis.
Did you guys
fixer
get to be like,
edit.
well, can we change this part a little?
we didn't
we
need to.
We didn't need to.
You were just like, all right,
The se-
wow.
The second version was just something he wanted to change. We were just like, shit, this is
All right, bet.
perfect. Exactly
awesome.
what we need, you know.
Well, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
the numbers don't lie either. I mean, we're looking at over. You guys are
14,000.
You're creeping up
Yeah,
on
man.
15K views on
Yeah.
that bad
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
I mean, that's,
When he first proposed the idea, he's like, "Hey, I know this guy, and we should shoot this video." I was like, "Oh, we don't have any say, and he's like, I don't think we need to, and it's like, this dude's professional. And I was-
You got grandpa, bro.
yeah, and so we all just like laid our trust into it, and so we walked in there trusting that, you know, he had already sold us that it was going to be cool, so we just didn't interfere, you know. Sometimes you stay out of the way.
It's not. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Jason usually got pretty good taste.
Yeah.
and he knows what works and who's easy to work with.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what helps.
Well, and sometimes you just trust the guy on what you know of him.
All of our other videos, though, we directed it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, we hired the cameraman, we hired the lens, we told him what to shoot. We, you know,
And you came up with the concept too.
Yeah.
And it would take us days.
and then we were
Days
never
and
getting
days.
what we wanted.
Well,
you know?
you'd be sitting around farting around trying to fucking video it, and nothing. You're kind of just still writing it.
The best thing about all of our other music videos is all the behind the scenes footage of Kenny.
Oh yeah. We always had
Like,
tons of Kenny
That's
behind
the
the scenes
best
footage.
shit. You know, it's like, whoa.
Shout out to Kenny. We're running up on close to 3 years.
That should be a whole other video right there.
Yeah.
That should be
I
like,
can't believe it's been.
I mean,
3
we
fucking years.
got a ton of footage of Kenny.
the Kennyisms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there needs to be like a fucking 30-minute B-roll of.
I'm sure we could come up with.
Oh, I
There's
bet.
close to it.
There's like at least a 5-minute one out there somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's for sure. And
He was always down to be the main star.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, always down for some fun too. Always down to
Yeah.
like take a fucking goofy fucking picture.
Yeah. Even though we were always trying to drag him out of bed a little too early. He's like, you guys want to meet at noon?
It's like, what the fuck, man? Thought you guys were rock stars. What the fuck?
You guys in the music industry are fucking annoying. It's hard. I'm ready to go by like fucking 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Music, man.
But no, that was a good experience. That was by
So-
far our best
so-
video.
You just got to trust the process, you know.
Well,
It's one of those scenarios where-
sometimes you go work with somebody, you see how it works out. You know.
Yeah.
It sounds like this one went pretty fucking awesome. Are you guys planning on working with this guy
Oh
again
yeah.
in the future?
Yeah, we'll
So-
go back down there again.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Because you were trying to tell me what you're trying to work on 2 more.
We were trying.
singles
We were
this
trying to
season?
finish up.
Let's hold your
we
feet
were-
to the fire right here
Yeah,
on the Aaron
right,
Austin
right.
show.
Hey, that's actually what we do to ourselves.
Yeah, we do.
Parallax is promised to get out 18 new singles.
Holy shit!
By
There's
tomorrow
gonna be
noon.
30-second
A
songs.
single a week for the next weeks, but
30-second song concepts.
but at least you guys are talking
there you
you guys are talking
I like
one or
that.
2 more singles and videos. Or
we're gonna try.
holy
we'll see.
shit! Did the sun just come up?
We'll see what happens. We've got two we're working on currently. We just got to get vocals finished on them and some drum parts on another one. But yeah,
So how do you guys go? So you write this song and you get a video. You go and work with somebody, get a new video for it. So are we just working on song to video, and and unwrap your writing process a little bit? Is it you first with lyrics, or
well, you know, we do.
I mean, kind of.
We've done it a lot of different ways.
Yeah,
We've
we
jammed
have.
you have? I mean, this band's morphed a bunch
Yeah.
of different times too.
Well, and I've been in other bands with him too, so we've always had like weird methods. I think one of the new songs, I just recorded drum parts at the studio. He chopped it up, turned it into a song, and wrote guitar parts to it.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah, yeah.
perpetuated.
There you go.
Oh, that's okay. That
Well,
and then-
both of them. Okay, so actually, both perpetuated in one of our next songs were songs that we were working on like almost 3 years ago, and the last week that I was in my recording studio, we tracked drums for the versions that they were at that point, and then they just kind of sat on my hard drive for a couple years, and then I popped them open one day and we just started. Perpetuated was the most put together one. I think the other one I had to splice a little bit more, but for the most part, I just kind of chopped up parts that sounded cool, wrote guitar parts to them, and presented them to everybody, and was like, "Hey,
What do you think about that?
we might
Are
want to
there-
fire this thing up again. We
are
got
there
some fucking
lyrics at that
songs
point?
here."
Are lyrics
No.
at that point?
What's that?
Is there lyrics at that point?
No.
For it?
No.
I wrote lyrics to the what was the final product essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I really like the setup you got too. What's really cool, I don't know if this is. I mean, it's got to be pretty fucking rare where the drummer's the lead singer of the band.
He
Yeah.
made a post the other
That's
day,
not-
and I was blown away at how many drummer singers there are.
Yeah, I was too.
People
Lead
like,
singers,
Dude, I know Phil
Yeah.
Collins, Levon Helm, and I'm done.
Well, I tell you, kind of
just in Wichita.
I was
Really?
Yeah, like Kendall Newby.
Yeah.
But you got
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Mad City
fuck.
Cruisers.
Oh yeah, Kellen.
Wasn't there more?
I think we're at the end of a short list.
I don't know.
There's not a
Parallax.
lot. There's not a
Clayton
lot.
Gossett. Motherfucking Clayton Gossett.
But what I really liked, which was kind of a cool new look for, especially for a fucking video, was the drum set kind of front and lead of the video.
Yeah.
That was him.
I mean, that he did that as the. I mean, I don't know if you guys can set your stage up like that, but it's kind of a fucking cool look.
Well, we get thrown on these shows where we have no stage,
Yeah.
no
Oh, that's
space
true.
on stage
Oh my
anyways.
God,
So
yeah.
he's always like right
or
up front
opinions.
in the middle. Yeah.
They're just like you.
But
do
I mean,
that.
I like the. It's,
Do what is normal
I like
for
the
me.
curveball. I like the change of pace, and it really came through on that video.
It was fun.
I mean, it really does. I mean, but hey, God, you're working your ass off, fucking singing and fucking drumming.
I am
on the-
dying. It's pretty bad. we have like a condition period that I can't lose. You know, I have to build up enough to be able to do it, and then like
Oh,
I
I bet.
can't lose that because then I can't do it.
I mean, a full-time lead singer / drummer has got to be one of the hardest working men in show business. That's a lot of fucking.
Well,
work.
you know, if I was singing, maybe it'd be different because I've been in a rock and roll band where I did backup vocals, and I mean, it's easy. But
It's a little lighter.
to scream.
Yeah, and
I don't
control
know-
all that.
I don't
yeah.
know if maybe I just don't know what I'm doing, but
No,
I mean,
I think
like,
you do. I think you're just drumming at the same time.
I'm like dying
Yeah.
for air.
I
Yeah.
think the problem is you're drumming at the same time.
Trying to hold out a scream, and it's like, nope, those are stars I'm seeing. Oh shit, hold on.
Running a marathon while you're trying to fucking sing.
Yeah, it gets kind of bad. It's fun though.
I think it's easier than playing bass and singing, though, man. Playing bass is like so rhythmic. I'm trying to get there and like.
I mean, drum wise too. I mean,
yeah, if it's any kind of like staccato, like
Yeah.
kind of off rhythm stuff, man. If it's short of anything,
Well, yeah,
cut straight.
The
then,
newer
no.
songs are a little harder. I'm kind of struggling.
bet, dude.
I'm trying to write lyrics, and I'm like, bro, I can barely play this drum part and think about the lyrics I wrote.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm
And metal genre is
I'm
really
sitting
heavy
here
on
thinking,
drums, man. It's like
Yeah.
a really
your
drum
double
centric
bass
thing.
And I'm like, Jesus Christ, this guy's got a lot going on, and it's gore. And I'm not. And what most people probably don't realize is it's the physical part's really hard, but the mental part of it's cooking your brain.
This
while
is
you're
why
trying
the-
to
this is
play
why
all
this
this
guy's-
and sing it.
This guy, why this guy's running 5 miles in the fucking
He needs that.
heat.
He needs that meditation.
Well,
No, I
no,
do-
he's making it.
I
Making
do
it standard.
think being in shape and like having my cardio system does help a little
Yeah.
bit, but
I think you're making a smart play by doing that, man.
it's crazy how the muscle memory works and playing. You know, like when we jam, very rarely is my mind operating. You know, like it's a void for me for the most part.
It's you're in the zone kind
so
of thing.
how I learned how to do lyrics to perpetuate it is I have to write them and read them because I can't think about the lyrics because my brain capacity won't allow it. So I want to read them while I'm playing, and then I can do it. But without them, half the time when I'm playing, I can't even remember what the words are, you know. And it's like I need the little support to build up the system, and then it all comes together.
I know people that had to write them, like physically write them
Well,
on
I
paper.
know. Well, I
engrave
know a
them.
band that I saw that needed a teleprompter.
Yeah.
No,
Were
no
they
names.
doing
though,
like
no
30
names.
covers or what?
No, it was
I don't
it
get to
was-
say nothing.
It was a new lead singer. We'll say that.
Oh,
shit, really?
It was a new lead singer.
Can I say something? I can't say
that's
nothing?
the band I wanted to
Don't
go
call
see.
him out, though. Don't call him
That's
out.
the band I wanted to go see.
Yeah,
I know what
Yeah.
band you're talking
Yeah.
Don't
about.
call him out, but yeah.
teleprompter.
That was-
full
I mean, to be fair, he didn't write none of that shit.
That's what I'm
so,
saying.
I mean,
and they're really weird lyrics, okay?
Yeah.
Like,
But
they're-
how
they're
long do you have to
fucking-
travel with one of the most influential rock bands in ever to learn every
He's
fucking
been in
song?
that band like 4 years.
I mean, you have to learn 30 years of fucking material, bro.
Yeah.
I could learn every song in a fucking.
I mean, Axl Rose wrote all his songs. He
you
still
guys ain't
has to have a
fucking. You guys ain't
teleprompter.
never. You guys ain't never fucking rolled down the street in your car and learned every goddamn lyric. to
Oh
every
no,
song?
I'm so
I'm
bad
bad.
at fucking learning lyrics to other
No,
people's songs.
I'm a
I
rhythm
make up my
section
own.
guy.
Well,
man.
that-
I don't
yeah,
really give a
exactly.
shit,
Yeah.
honestly.
I just hear them different, anyways.
I mean, you guys are musicians are a little different. I mean, I take lyrics highly personal. That's the biggest,
Right.
my favorite part of music. So,
I'm rhythm
Like-
section. I really don't give a
so,
shit.
like-
what you
Yeah,
say.
right.
I don't either.
so like trying to figure out the lyrics of a song is always my favorite part of it because I always wonder what comes first. So it's always fun to ask bands whether the lyrics come first or the music comes first. So.
Everybody does it different, man. We've
And
done
almost
it.
every song's different sometimes.
We've done it every different way. I mean, we've done it to where I send Clayton into the room and have him track to like 4 different BPMs, and then he goes home, and then I fish through all the beats and fucking write that way. We've done it where we've been in the room together jamming. We've done it where I send him guitar tracks with just a click track.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like
Well,
they all work.
we still organically like can just jump in and start jamming and be like, well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, pretty much. we could definitely come up with shit.
I
on the
feel like
fly.
as an engineer, you've cultivated that. You've
A little
Oh,
bit.
yeah.
You've kind of put these people through the ringer.
Well, and you know what
made them
sounds
jump
good.
through some hoops,
and you know
yeah,
what sounds
made
good
it
on.
sound-
You
yeah.
know what sounds good on track. I mean, you've fucking seen and heard
To a
a
certain
lot
degree,
of shit.
yeah.
You've
I'm
seen
still
it.
figuring that shit out. It's
Yeah,
all.
Yeah,
well,
but like-
we're never gonna know it all, but like
Yeah.
you've been around quite a bit.
Dude,
you've seen
he's-
and heard a lot of shit.
He's came a long
Yeah.
ways. Like, not
Yeah.
that we were a long ways away, but you've had some great opportunities to learn from some really cool people. And it's
Well,
like,
and you're always
Yeah, yeah.
and you're always smart and humble enough to fucking sit
Do
down
it,
and
yeah.
listen
Yeah.
listen when it's time to listen. I mean, you're always right there where you're doing it, and some of that's going on now because aren't you doing quite a bit of work with TempleLive? And are you doing sound and production for them?
Well,
Live
so
sound.
me and James Barlow, we provide all the live sound for the lodge room and the annex lounge there, the 300 cap rooms.
So you have the blue and white room, and
Yeah.
and then the room downstairs.
More recently, I'm more of like light tech. Like I've been running lights
yeah.
and shit. But
Oh,
James
nice.
James is such a good front of house guy that I let him take care of that
James
shit.
is a great sound man. Shout out to James.
Yeah, he really
Dude,
is.
I mean,
James
Love
Barlow.
James.
he
love
knows
you,
all
buddy.
the technical shit that
We'll
I
have you
don't.
back on soon, James. We love you.
Like I use my ears where there's a lot of, and James uses his ears too, but he knows all the technical shit.
Yeah.
And
You
I'm
let the
just like-
people, let the people cook that know what
Yeah,
they're,
man.
they're doing. Let
Yeah.
them know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Let them
Give
turn
them their
them
head,
loose.
you know.
Yeah. There's
So
no reason to
that's-
stand over somebody if they know something a little bit. Dude, I will do the shit out of some lights.
Yeah, it's been fun, dude. Actually, like,
Are you running any particular software? You're doing like Avo lights?
oh
or-
no, we're doing old school fucking
DMX.
faders,
Oh, you're
bro.
doing like DMX faders.
Dude,
man.
that's
stuff.
fun.
Okay,
That's
bad.
fun for me, dude. That's the
Program a scene. It's on 5. You know?
Yeah, it's been cool, man.
I will way overplay the
Yeah, I
lights.
get
if
it.
you
I
can-
get it. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, I mean, last night we did a show. We ran a show out there, and the headlining band gave me a sheet to follow for lights, and I was
my
like,
God.
"Oh fuck, I've never had one of these before.
What?
I've never fucking done lights before." So I was
Well, I've
just
never
like-
had someone tell
Yeah,
me
like
how
serious
good.
lights.
But it,
like
but it
that.
was like fucking cool because I was
Yeah.
like, I'm capable and I can fucking do this, and we finally figured out how to use the stupid slider, the fucking board. So I said,
That's
"Fuck
fucking
it, man."
That's badass.
I mean, usually I'm just like the guy that sets up the gigs, help change out bands and shit like that, and then
Yeah,
let
yeah.
James run the show. But now I actually have something to do.
That's cool.
Dude, the lights are fun.
Yeah, they are.
I ain't gonna lie. I've sat in a bunch of goofy bars and played with lights. and
This
it's a lot of
guy is the fucking light king.
No.
Yes.
fun. Yeah, he is. Look
He
at him.
is the light king.
Look at him. He's like can't barely wait to tell us how much fun he has.
Probably
Dude,
everybody watching this has been to his house and don't even fucking realize it.
Oh what? Does he go Christmas like? crazy?
Yes, man. And don't tell anybody.
I'm just kidding. Clayton doesn't do that shit.
Yeah.
He's totally not.
So,
It's bad.
so he is at.
I'm a fucking liar.
So he is at. We're gonna put the address
sorry.
Yeah.
in the description.
I'm
You
sorry.
can come by anytime.
No, it's
Maybe we
it,
shouldn't have
Right,
done that.
it literally says it on my Facebook page.
It
I can't-
does.
Yeah.
Okay, well you're a
all
fucking
good.
cook then. Well, tell us about it then. You fucking go bullshit crazy for.
To some extent, I guess it's bullshit crazy. Bullshit?
Yeah, I
That's
don't
kind
know.
of cool. Bullshit
Yeah.
sounds good.
I like it.
Can't
Yeah.
always be bullshit.
No, it's got its own name, and it's got like people that come every year, and they start messaging me, telling me.
So
like,
you're on the list. We're
yeah,
on one of the lists.
Yeah, we've been on the list for like 10 years. So.
Are you over there off? You got the metal yard.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're
Maybe.
Are you over there off of like 9th and over?
No.
Yeah, I'll find you.
It's long. It's lights on Longview Lane. It's like
okay.
I do mostly like trap music and
So you got it playing to the. You got to come up and turn it to the radio
Yeah,
station.
I know what you're talking
That's
about now.
tight.
yeah. My best friend lives out in Colorado, and the very first year I did it, he wrote me like a 13-minute mix of like the Celtic Carolers, like remixed to dubstep and like. So that was my first year, and I guess
love
that's
it.
what started it. So now I just stick with it.
Nice. So what's your background? Where are you from originally and all that jazz?
Kind of here. I was born in Kansas, and my mom tried to move as far away as she could. So I was in Minnesota until like 13, and then I've been in Wichita since then. So I consider myself a Wichitan.
Yeah.
I mean, this town,
You know.
ain't nobody sad to claim this town. I ain't
Yeah.
mad at it.
No, I'm kind of one of them people. I get kind of bent out of shape when people don't respect Wichita.
Well,
I'm
most
like, just
people
because we
haven't
don't
been-
have natural wonders doesn't mean we're not a cool town. You know?
We're a weird town. We're an in betweener.
Yeah, we are.
We're a Portland.
No, don't do that to Portland. No, I mean, more people stop here because of the flights, but yeah, we're just an in-betweener town that
Yeah.
don't want to grow in spite of itself, but it is a beautiful place to live. Like as far as people, friends and family you can make,
So-
cheap real estate, you can
Cheap.
raise a family here.
There's some
There's
crazy
a lot
stuff,
of there's
man.
a lot of industry here. So there's some great things about this place.
In Wichita, I've met an original Jim Henson puppeteer. Aerosmith's front of house guy lives here.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Barry Sanders is from here.
There,
Right on.
yeah. Well, I'm saying there's a lot of like actually big industry guys that live here because they can fly to New York or L.A. for about the same dollar.
Renee Stevens lives here.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
there's-
dude.
Hey,
Bro.
I
you
mean,
need something
for real.
burnt down.
For real.
I mean, you need a hamburger.
You said that. You said that live. You said that.
Said it
live.
live.
Ain't nobody watching
like
this
it.
fucking
She's
show.
coming for you, bro.
I know. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Renee Stevens has been nothing but a sweetheart to me. I worked for the city for 15 years. She probably bought me like 10 or 12 different lunches. So.
Oh, yeah,
That's cool.
sure.
That's
She's
cool.
gonna
But I
poison
never
the
caught on
next
fire.
one.
Never caught on fire. At least.
That's good. That's good.
I consider them a celebrity.
Yeah, and yeah, they got the Cokes. You got the Stevenses. You got,
Oh, man.
you know, we keep it. We
Dude,
keep
the Cokes are like the top 25 richest.
They're the
people?
28th.
28th?
28th
I
richest
looked
family in
just
the
the
it
other
pretty
day.
influential.
I thought that grass was extra green this year. I was like, I wonder if their shit went up, and it was like, it's gone up.
You went up.
They richer.
They doing pretty well.
Yeah.
They doing real well.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of Elsewhere Fest? Speaking of,
I didn't go to it.
It's-
I know a lot of people involved.
I didn't go to it either. It's no slight to it. I just
I was
honestly
gonna
didn't
say.
have the money. I didn't have the time. To be
Well,
honest,
to me, Elsewhere Fest,
there were some bands there I wanted to go see.
To me, Elsewhere Fest was missing only one thing, at least that I saw. There was no Aaron Austin show there, so get,
Oh, that is true too.
get with us
That is
next
true.
year. Come on, Midtopia, why you all fucking faking the fun? Let us in there. You know,
I
your
think-
podcasts are weak and ours are better. So let us come do Elsewhere Fest next year.
I know a lot of people that were on it, and
Yeah.
I like what it represents, like what
I
they were
like
trying to
it being
do.
in town. I
But
like that.
The only
project being in town.
thing, I mean, totally blunt and honest, there's just nothing there for me.
Yeah,
like
see-
I just
Right.
I don't
see,
I don't
see
like
now it's the opposite for
I
me.
don't like that.
It's the
shit.
opposite for me.
And that's
is-
no blow to anybody doing it. Like I
Yeah.
respect it.
Well, it doesn't-
I love
like-
all sorts of shit. Like the locals and shit. Like I love all the locals, but like as far as all those big names and all that shit, like I don't know who those fucking people are.
See, and
and
the
that doesn't
opposite,
mean that I don't
the opposite
wouldn't
the-
like it, but it's just not for me.
that concert's more for me. Like I like
Yeah.
I'm into them.
And
hip-hop.
a lot of the
Killer-
younger, a lot
seeing
of the
Killer
younger
Mike
crowd
and Vince
was really
Staples
ready.
was something I wanted to see. Like that's something I want to. I love what new hip hop is doing. So when we can bring a big concert there that's something a little different, I'm behind it for sure.
I don't think a lot of those people ever played Wichita before.
No,
Like,
God,
I
fuck
don't think
no.
Killer Mike ever been.
was
There
there,
was-
a lot of hip hop?
I
was a lot of hip hop. There was a lot of
Yeah, there's a lot of the two biggest artists. On the two-
Motet was a funk band. That's
well,
what I
yeah,
wanted
well,
to
yeah.
go see.
The two biggest artists on the two biggest days was Vince Staples and Killer Mike, which are two hip hop artists. You had Lane 8 and another.
Killer Mike was there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Killer Mike's huge. That's a huge.
Dude,
fucking
I
deal.
would have went. I didn't know that.
Killer Mike.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm
Killer
saying.
Mike does shit with Zach De La Rocha and shit. Like I mean,
Yeah.
Killer Mike's a big fucking deal. Like
Snow the Products.
and Snow the
Vince
Product was there,
Staples.
and
Lane 8,
Steve
Bad, Not
Steve
Good.
Aoki, one of the
Yeah.
biggest
Steve Aoki,
DJs in the country. So like there was something there if it was your bag.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
and what I want and what you're trying to say, what's perfect is it's okay if this is not your bag, but we need to have a bag for everybody.
Yeah.
So I like
Yeah.
when we have big metal festivals. I love when we have big country festivals.
Yeah.
Which me and
Who's
Aaron
going to
get.
do that? I'm ready for somebody to do a big metal festival.
What-
here.
you- what do you
Typically,
do?
Wichita doesn't support it. So
That's not true.
Why?
They support the metal community, but how do we get them to support the big metal festival? Because the,
it's
the
hard
Jam
enough
works,
to get them to support the metal community.
Yeah.
I mean, Temple is kind of
I think you do one
bowed out
day.
onto that. Barleycorns has helped out a lot.
I don't
you
think
know,
it's
like-
Temple. I think it's the production.
It's
companies
1%
that are
production.
booking
1% productions is bringing
Yeah,
in
yeah,
a
yeah,
shitload of
that's-
the big
that's right.
big metal acts here,
That's
which
the
is
real
really it's really helping the scene here because he's
Yeah.
you know they put on locals on all their shows.
They book at Wave too. So
They,
Well,
they
and
book
what's
at,
gr-
They do.
They book at Wave,
And it's
Temple.
great because, like you just said, they help our local community with
Fuck
that
yeah,
shit.
they
They
do.
let them on. They let them
Yeah.
on with it. And
Those
and
guys have been one of our like number
And
one
I will always
supporters.
shout out to the metal
Shout out.
community. You guys fucking show up for shows. I love you for that.
Yeah, stick together.
I will always support the metal community because they show up, they buy fucking merch, they show up for shows, they pay, they buy drinks. Man, they're really
except
the
for that one guy.
No, there's
That one
There's
guy.
always that one.
well, there's
There
always
is
one
that
guy.
one guy.
There's always that one guy that knows every band that's trying to get in the back.
Yeah. Fucking Parallax.
I know.
Fuck
I know.
fucking
What was it? What was I know?
I could probably say his name. You know,
No need.
Yeah, we won't.
Oh, yeah, sometimes
We
you.
won't do
But I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I really, I always respected the metal community in this town because they show up at any venue. They show up for the bands they like, and the bands that usually open and close to hang around and support those groups. Like, there's a lot of fucking groups that just, they show up to their set, gone. They don't give a fuck about the next groups. And
Oh yeah.
So
Man, we've been in metal bands our whole lives. Like, if you're carrying any kind of ego at this point, I don't know where you're drawing it from.
I don't know where you got it.
Like,
exactly.
The metal scene usually humbles you. But yeah, like the last show we played, there was all kinds of people there. Man, I ran right out in the front row and shook everybody's hand. I'm like, you guys are fucking badass. They stood right there with us. We're the opening band and.
Like, yeah. Thank you for giving me that energy back.
Yeah,
man.
for
Like,
real.
Well, and again, like he said, that community also provides a great platform for if somebody really likes the traveling band. Like you guys got two great shows coming up. One with Soulfly and one with
Norma Jean.
Soulfly.
Norma Jean.
Soulfly and Norma Jean. They get to be on, and like we get
Two different shows.
Two different shows.
Yeah.
Two different
Max
dates.
still on
And Parallax gets to fucking
dude.
kick the shit out of that show. Like,
So
that's fucking
badass.
amazing. Like, how do those come along? Does just
1%.
1% Productions, man.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
So who's really running that gig? Give the shout out to the man behind the.
Ryan McFarland, actually, he's our homie, man. He's God, what was it? He's
a friend of ours on Facebook.
He used to do Third String Productions for years and,
We need to have
and
that
run
pe-
shows.
That's a podcast.
Yeah, Ryan should be on the show.
Yeah, that's a podcast. Ryan,
You
we'd
hear
love
that,
to
Ryan? I know you're watching.
Yeah.
He's watching this, especially
Yeah.
with you guys on.
Yeah.
Especially with you guys on.
We used to do shows with him. Like when Parallax started, him and
Kevin?
Him and Kevin put us on Whitechapel at Rock Island Live, and that was our debut show, and it was like this massive fucking show. And
Rock Island
that's
Live,
like that
man,
was
that
like
was a
8
cool
years.
place.
That was almost 8 years
Still
ago.
there.
Well,
Still-
yeah.
But it's not the same
They-
as it was like that.
Yeah.
They
No.
wouldn't have a, yeah.
No,
a little
but
different.
man, I mean, we literally like back then we used to go and play shows at Rock Island Live with bands that are like playing fucking
Huge shows.
Dude,
Stadium
arena
shit,
shows.
yeah.
man,
Knocked
you know?
Loose.
Knock Loose. We used to play with
Motherfuckers.
Knock Loose when there was like a
Who was
couple
pulling
hundred
in all
people.
those bands to Rock Island at the time?
Ryan.
That was Ryan.
Well,
He was
yeah.
just working for a different production company back then.
Man, he's been doing it for a hot
Yeah.
minute.
Dude, Knocked
yeah,
Loose.
we've been fortunate. He's really been a huge supporter of us.
Knocked
Yeah.
Loose stood
Hey,
on
I
stage
can't- I can't say that
and
enough.
watched us play.
And yeah, shame on us for not having you on
No, no.
earlier. Shame
Yeah.
on us for not having you on earlier, Ryan. We'll do
Oh.
that show if you want to do it, brother. That'd be a fun
For
show
real.
for sure. So,
No, he's
let's talk a little bit about the morphosis of your band. So, like you had Travis, who wasn't he once the singer of this band?
No, that was his brother Trevor.
brother.
Trevor
So-
was the original singer. Trevor's now the singer in Witch Cradle, but he was our original singer for till about 2020, I think.
2019,
Like,
2020.
right when COVID kicked in.
So, give us a little bit of the how the singers went and how it went. Finally came to let's let the drummer do it.
Oh man, did we get to tell the fucking story of why you're our singer?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No, we can't. We can't.
No, but we can't put it like this.
Hey,
Like,
have you guys
So, is there
tried
part of this we
whiskey?
can't tell?
Have you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
tried
dude.
whiskey? We should-
well,
no,
come
I'm good.
on.
I'm
bro,
good.
I'm 18 years, almost 18 years sober. Like in
That's
a week.
badass, bro.
See, that's even longer.
Oh,
But-
yeah, hell yeah.
If I started drinking, boy, shit
No,
might
no,
get
you're
crazy.
drinking. You have 3 drinks right in front of you. They're just
Yeah.
not alcoholics. So
Yeah,
that's,
this is kind of some weird shit. This hop water.
hop water.
Yeah, it's like sparkling
that
water
is
with hop.
beer, right?
No,
That's
no, it's not.
beer.
It's pretty boozy.
Really? It
Yeah,
feels-
but it's
feels
just
like that?
water. But it's kind of
All right. So what happened was you guys were in a satanic cult all together, and,
yeah.
They were planning for the 2024.
and you guys
opening
were
ceremony.
invited to play the Olympics this year.
Yep. And I poked holes in the condoms. Got everyone pregnant.
That would take such a long time.
That
To
was a long left turn there.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
No, you know what happens is
Took him at
like
least
you
8
get
hours.
you get all these plates spinning. You know, when you're in a band, you get a plate
I know.
spinning, you get all this shit going, and then someone just like leaves. And like when you're in business, you have to pick that plate up and spin it.
Every
and,
time,
And in the
every
band,
time.
you know, I mean, that's essentially what has happened. You know, like well, that plate kept falling, and I was just like. Well, everybody was really more into wanting to find a singer, and I was kind of like, man, I think I can do it, but you guys are gonna have to give me enough of a chance that I can like
learn to do
I
it.
can suck for about
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah.
And then we
There's
tried
a curve. There's a learning
we
curve
tried a
on it,
couple
man.
guys, and it was like a couple people thought it was okay, and I was like, man, I'm not doing this to be in a band with somebody that we're okay with. Like,
Right.
and then finally,
well, that's not your guys' style. You guys are
No,
not.
you guys really do it well.
You guys are not.
do it well.
Let's just fuck around and.
And
do
if it
okay
wasn't
shit.
good, you wouldn't have done it. I
Yeah,
think.
and finally I got Catlett was like 100%. He was like, "No, let's do this ourselves."
Yeah.
And once he said that, it's been no questions asked. And
When he backed you, Grandpa, you need the Grandpa back.
that's right. That's right. Well, you know, he's in the scene more so than I am, being in the live music. So he sees every singer of every band
He
weekly.
does, dude.
He's recorded most.
Well, he's
of them.
like,
Yeah, and he's recorded.
I
up.
mean, and we're a lot of the same. I mean, we see so much. You see all the local guys. You see,
But
all
he was the source of all our
openers.
tryouts. You know, like he'd be bringing over all these people, and they do okay. Someone would show up completely.
Well, you're
under-
hoping one will hit. You're hoping
Yeah.
one will fit, maybe.
And there's a couple that were cool, and then some that were good, but they're already in a band, and
Yeah, my
You got to deal with that horse shit,
That'd
You know.
be me.
dude. And I think it's cool if you can handle it. I mean, that's what's. I mean, would always be. I mean, drums. It's full lead singing together.
the
It's something
lyric
beautiful.
writing,
I like
lyric
it.
writing is like up here for me, but I'm trying. We'll see.
But he'll help you with it.
Yeah,
No, I'm not. No, fuck no.
Yeah, he will.
You know, last time I was here, we talked about this shit.
I know, I know.
We went and talked about this
I
shit.
know,
You're
I
like,
know.
you're a singer. I was like, fuck no, I'm not a
He
singer,
wants to
dude.
sing.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he does. I always see it.
but
Look.
anyway,
He wouldn't have brought that up.
He's a
He wouldn't have
shower
brought that
singer.
up.
I
He's a
literally
shower
just watched
singer.
that the other day, and I was like, "Oh, this is great." Austin thinks I fucking can sing, which I can't.
No, but I know you can write.
There's
I
four
know
guys
you
in
can
our
write.
band. 3 of them sing. I fucking don't.
I'm not gonna sing. I'm not gonna sing either. But I know you can write. I know you can write.
I've been making fun of our singers for like 20 years.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, like
Excellent.
Yeah,
Eventually, just fuck it. I'm doing it.
I've been
yeah. I mean, really.
Creed. I've been belting Creed and Phil Collins and all kinds of
Oh, yeah.
Meatloaf. I'd be belting Meatloaf all the
Well,
time.
you got all those are belting. You got to belt all.
Yeah,
them
you have to
motherfuckers.
belt those.
But keep that shit to yourself. We're looking for originals.
for real.
Hey, yeah, that's why I love you guys. You guys keep like working towards new, cool, innovative ways to fucking make your band work.
Yeah, man. And you know, like when Clayton was saying, like once he like pointed out, like, hey, let's stop fucking wasting our time. Let me fucking do this.
Yeah.
We got him into the studio, and he started laying shit down, and you get those fucking your hairs are standing up.
You know
on
when
your
it's
fucking
right.
arms.
And you know it works.
And you're like,
It's gonna
okay,
work.
this is actually pretty fucking sick, dude. Like, and like, it was fucking great, and
Sometimes it
it's
just
still fucking great. Look at
sometimes
him
it
over there.
fits.
He's like,
brother.
Sometimes it just fucking fits, man. And like I said, I really think with the last and why that video you've done has done so well, bringing that kit out into the forefront as a lead singer / like centerpiece
Now, yeah,
was a fucking cool fucking.
we're gonna have to figure out creative ways to film that.
Yeah.
I think you just start
You know what
doing.
I mean?
I think you
Like,
just start going
seriously,
Motley Crue, full spinning.
Yeah,
now
buddy.
I'm
There you go.
You don't understand the creative
set goes
aspect
out.
of that video was he silhouetted all of our old asses, so we look cool as fuck, bro.
And he did it with a blanked out blur screen in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
was
shout out
cool.
to that dude. I mean,
No, he did good.
for you guys I mean, that's the most impressive story I've ever heard. For you to show up with a song that you guys have written a couple years ago, he cuts a song in 5 hours. You guys turn around and leave, and you're getting 2 cuts of the video
Dude,
before
yeah,
you
it's
get
pretty
home.
good. It was
I mean,
dumbfounding, man.
that's pretty impressive.
he's a machine.
He was
Pretty good.
I'd love to see him do it. I'd love to see him do another like one of your guys' songs and see if it's like a completely different direction. Like I wonder, like how much time did you give him to like? Did you? How
I mean,
long-
we set it up a couple months in advance. I'm
So he'd
pretty
heard the
sure.
song for a couple
Oh yeah,
months.
yeah. He definitely heard the song.
That's
for a
bad.
while.
He had an idea.
He
what
didn't
wanted to
quite
do about that.
understand the singer drummer thing though,
Yeah, I
because
don't-
when we were leaving, he was like,
'cause that's sweet.
"We got to
That's
do this again because I want to do something more with this thing."
There you go. There you go.
And
Well,
was
I
like,
mean, I
"All
think,
right, all right."
and for me, if he's even saying that, when he already like brought that to the forefront in the video, which I thought was a really cool aspect. Like, God, like, give him another fucking chance. I'd be
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I'd run you on a roller coaster track. I would. Like, down the catwalk,
that'd
like
be
fucking
fun.
dip
It was cool.
around, yeah.
It was cool to see him work. Like, we just kind of, he would be like, "Hey, go stand there," and then he would kind of look at the light, and then he'd be like, "Let's scoot the drums just a little bit this way," and he knew his studio and he knew his lighting, and he was able to get it, and
Well, like
Yeah,
with no
of course.
concept other than him just hearing the song, that's pretty impressive.
He had a concept. I'm sure.
Well, he did.
I don't
He
think
did.
he would have dipped off on
he
something.
definitely
did.
put it together on site.
he's a
but-
professional cameraman. That dude was working. I mean, he was working the lens and backing up
But just
and running
that-
around.
I mean,
I
just
think
to
he
be
had
like-
an idea what he wanted to do, and he did it.
yeah, totally.
I think in the end it was perfect for what we needed because we had taken a break for 2.5 years.
Oh, and it
or
comes
something
out,
like that.
and that video
And then,
comes
like,
out
you know,
swinging.
Well, right, we come out swinging, but also like it is a performance video. But man, it fits the song. It fits how we are as a band and shit like that. It was just like the right thing.
If
to
we can
come
get
out
Andy to do
with.
it, can we get an outro of the video on this podcast at the end of it? Can we
play like 30 seconds of that video?
Can we play like
on
30 seconds of
on
the
back
video
end?
on the back end of this? They probably pull it.
Well, no,
Well, no.
I'm saying as long
No.
as you like 30 seconds.
You don't have to
we'll
worry about it on the live
probably-
production tonight. I'm talking about when it goes over to the other two.
Somewhere under 30.
Yeah.
We're gonna be all right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but put it on there because it
Just
really
say
is
that's cool.
It really is a fucking.
I don't pay a BMI license. I can't
Numbers-
do it all like
I mean,
that.
numbers
Oh
don't-
yeah.
Numbers
No,
don't
that's fair.
like that.
numbers don't fucking lie. When you release a video 3 months ago in your local band in Wichita, it's getting close to 15K.
It was a month ago.
Month ago.
If only we could we just need to get those Spotify numbers up. Everybody go listen on Spotify and Apple Music, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
we need
man,
you.
right?
Well,
We got to get some of those residuals
Well, the
coming
same
in.
the same thing is if you're on YouTube, you probably are on Spotify and Apple. So subscribe
Right.
on all three of them, you assholes.
yeah, exactly. Damn it.
If you like one, I like all three of them. That's what I always do. I go to all three of them and like on all platforms. But you always ask the group which one they need it the most on. So whatever you got the most views on.
Yeah.
But for a local band to hit 15, close to 15 views in a month is a big deal. You guys are working hard, and I
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
working.
Those are great numbers.
Fuck
Those
yeah,
are,
it
Those
is.
are awesome.
And that's organic numbers. You guys ain't fucking doing nothing with YouTube. What do you boost? You guys boosting anything?
We run ads on shit. I mean, that's
You
what
do
bands
Run
do.
ads.
You
but
do.
the-
You have to
the-
run ads.
you run
We're
ads?
not like we're not buying plays.
you run-
or
do you
ads.
You're
run
not
ads?
buying fake fucking profiles.
No.
I wanted
No.
to ask what you guys do. Do you buy sponsorship on YouTube or do you buy sponsorship on Facebook?
I just do Google ads, man.
Really?
I run
I bet.
Google ads on shit.
So what
Yeah,
do you
that's cool.
so explain that to us a little bit.
I mean,
We'll take your expertise, brother, anytime we can. Get
I
it.
mean, really, you just go in and you kind of fucking build like, hey, like we sound like these bands. You know, it's all in your tags more than anything, like your hashtags for your
Hashtags.
video and shit like that. Like it's really weird, but a lot of our fucking plays came right after like somebody watched a Falling in Reverse video, which is fucking
Really?
crazy because we are nothing like Falling in Reverse, but it'd be like Falling in Reverse. I think the second one was Bring Me the Horizon, and then like Knock Loose. So like those three bands, our video would just be suggested to viewers.
Because you're in some kind of quantized.
Well, right. So,
It
I
works
mean,
out.
we're in that
Crazy.
metalcore realm. You know what I mean? Metal and
Bet.
metalcore realm. So like, it just kind of shows it to people. That
They've identified you in a similar genre, so that's
Right.
Yeah.
this
Right.
thing. Yeah.
And then everybody hears it and they're like, "What the fuck is this? This is not
They're like-
Falling in Reverse."
I think one of them was like, I liked it till I heard the
no.
vocals.
now I'm going. I want to hear Falling in Reverse because I have no fucking idea who they are.
no.
Oh,
it's
man.
like metal, radio metal.
Yeah, and they canceled their tour when their laptop broke last year.
Yeah,
so.
we are not.
Oh, the
radio
laptop
metal.
broke, so fuck it.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Get your laptop together. Laptop.
No.
broke?
No, I mean it's
feel like you can buy one
that
at
deal
any-
that's part of today's
I'm
world.
gonna
I mean,
shut
we
up.
have a fucking laptop for synthesizers and click track.
But if it's broke, we're playing without it.
Yeah, but if it's
That's what I'm
broke,
trying
we
to
can
say.
fucking play without it.
That's all.
There's nothing on it that we
We
can't
call it
do
raw
live.
dogging.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be quiet.
Hey, so what?
It's a topical.
What Clayton
it's
is
a
saying
good
is he
topic
can
to get
play-
into, isn't it?
what Clayton is saying
can
is
see
he
you
can
over
play.
there. You're just
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
son
He
of
can
a
play
bitch.
music no matter what.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
we could even pull the click track out and jam. Like,
Yeah.
there's
That's
nothing
what I'm
gonna
trying to
stop
say,
us,
man. I think there's the talent. There's the raw talent, okay?
Yeah.
If you give me enough time in a basement with the fucking right equipment, I can, by myself, release an album of greatness.
Yes.
Given enough time. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah.
A monkey can fart on a snare drum
Hey,
enough.
calm down.
And we're good. You know
We
what I
don't
mean?
want
Like,
Pit farting on the snare drum.
I'm just saying, we can do that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
A talentless hack can do that.
I can't.
You know, I hate that a laptop goes down and we're just done.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I
And
have nothing else to give you.
bury your band on a.
I have nothing
on a
else to
gig.
Dude, there's a whole lot of people that have opinions about that. I kind of equate it to like when I quit smoking weed and quit drinking 17 years ago. Like I felt really stale for 3 or 4 years. You know, like I just couldn't find creativity and shit like that. And
Yeah.
then I started jamming
I get
again.
that.
Well, then I started playing to a click track, and I felt really stale and non-creative because you're playing to a click track, and there's a bunch of people that are like anti-click or whatever.
Fair
and
enough.
Today I play to the click track, and I don't even hear that shit. You know, like.
If you're playing on it, you don't hear.
But
it.
I turn it down, and it's become a non-thing.
Are
And-
musicians some against click track and
Yeah,
some
yeah,
are-
yeah.
I can play to a click, but
Oh,
what
for
I'm
sure.
trying to say is that
Why?
it to me. Okay, now this
Here
is my
comes here
opinion.
comes your answer.
This is my opinion. I feel that like comedy and music and like creative things, I think they breathe a little bit.
They do.
If I can come out of a chorus and rush a little bit into a,
They're
or if I can
organic.
come out of a verse and rush a little into a chorus, it makes that chorus just pop a little bit more. And then if I can come back down out of that chorus,
Right.
So there's no set
you know what
pattern
I'm
is what
saying?
you're telling me.
Well, I'm saying
Well,
that,
the
like,
fluidness of it.
I'm saying there's a
is part of
human
it.
element
Yeah.
that quantizing your bullshit ain't gonna fix.
But
You know,
we don't
can't
necessarily
replicate it.
we
Can't
don't necessarily
replicate
quantize our
Yeah.
shit perfect.
we don't.
We just have
Yeah.
the rabbit for the greyhounds. You know,
Yes.
we're chasing the rabbit.
Yes.
Fair,
We're in
fair.
the realm.
But
it. I know what you're talking
I don't.
about.
I don't
Yeah.
go and quantize this shit.
Yeah.
I never.
That's what I'm
quantize
trying to
any of
say,
our
man.
shit.
Like,
our
I-
shit is.
We gotta be in our
want it-
pocket.
I
We
want
gotta
it to
be in
kind
our
of breathe.
pocket.
I want it to still be human, you know.
Yeah.
Like if it
Yeah.
is just this like computer generated thing,
Yeah.
Callie can
I
speak
feel
to
that and I hear that, and I just
what
don't like-
other bands have done. Wasn't there like some story about Slipknot? Didn't they record like 5 different ways and they kept the one without the click?
Yeah,
Or, you
like
know,
on
probably so.
on that last album that they did, they did some shit where they like recorded to a click and like they just weren't feeling it, and then they
Okay,
took them off the
so-
click, and that's what ended up on the album.
I feel like we need to.
Which
I
these days, to
think
hear of a
I
big
feel like
pro
we need
band do that is fucking pretty cool.
I feel like
Yeah,
we need
I
to
think so,
explain
too.
the click a little bit to people that might not know what we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
And
So basically, we have a laptop, and
It
it
goes-
has a click track that beeps in my ear. You know, it's
and
just
it goes
beep,
donk,
beep,
donk,
beep, beep.
donk, bing,
But-
donk, 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 bing.
But it also has lead-in that starts our like keyboard samples or whatever, you
Okay,
know.
okay.
And so
because we don't have a keyboard player, and
we
we're
don't
not
have-
going to hire a
okay, okay.
symphony.
I think
Okay.
all keyboard
Okay,
players
bet.
should be hired tomorrow. You don't
Yeah.
need a bassist.
it'd be another person that quit the fucking band.
Yeah,
though,
dude.
You know, like
We
next
hate-
thing you know,
we
I'll be
hate-
singing, playing the drums and the keyboard. You know.
I thought about learning the keyboard just to piss off Aaron.
We are not letting anybody else in this fucking band. Nobody else gets in.
No, but the click is cool, and we use it to dictate our samples and stuff like that, and to like a lot of these shows we get told that we have to play 20 minutes, not a second
Yes,
longer.
yes.
And so our set
gotta
on
be
the
on
laptop
time.
is like we know we're leaving stage in 19 minutes 55 seconds. You know.
Yep.
And we'll build our set on there and use the click to start and stop everything.
You'll hear a click in your ears that goes 1, 2, 3, 4.
And
Then your drummer goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the band's in.
Yep.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And it's and that I understand that you guys would use that per song. You're also using it per set,
Well, each
even
song
to keep you on time for
we
all
map
of it.
out the whole set.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes
And,
sense.
and like he's saying, if there's an orchestra in the back, man, you're not going to pay fucking 26 musicians to travel with you.
No.
You're going to have it on like an ADAT machine or some
Yep.
shit. And in
Right.
I remember the history, like
I mean, that
Back
shit's,
in the day, it
that
was
shit's been
ADAT,
that shit's been going on for years.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Decades.
Yeah.
and so you hear in your in-ear monitors this click, and then you hear the fiddle start, and then you play, and then you.
We've actually
It's
done
like-
a few shows as a fucking 3-piece. You
Yeah.
know,
I actually think
Just with
I
tracks?
think you guys actually played 3-piece the last time I
We
saw
we
you.
did
At Jason's memorial.
no, we were a 4-piece that one, but at Kinney's the first Fine Swine Fest we played as a 3-piece.
Okay, I was at that
Nice,
one too.
nice.
I was
Yeah.
at that one too.
and
Yeah.
I didn't do
And what venue
all
was
the
that one
vocals.
at?
I did some of the vocals.
That-
You weren't at
that-
Brickyard. You were at Cotillion.
We were at the
Yeah,
Cotillion.
that was the first
Yep.
one.
Yep.
Yeah, that show we were just like a few weeks fresh of not having a singer.
But it was like, are we not gonna play?
And
like,
we were,
fuck
and we
that,
were a few
dude.
weeks
course you're
fresh
gonna
of not
play.
We're
having
gonna
a
play.
fucking
Of course
great
you're
guy
gonna
in
play.
our fucking miss.
right.
That was a weird time when we did the first one.
Yeah,
We did the.
it was
You had the shirt that had that had 900 bands and
too many bands.
Too many
Yeah.
bands.
Worst show ever. Too many
Worst
bands.
show ever.
Best worst show ever. Best shirt ever.
Yeah, I
yeah,
still
for
wear
real.
that. I still wear that shirt all the time.
I mean, that was like the tribute that needed to be done.
Well, and yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, it
because that
made
came
sense.
straight from the Kinney,
Well,
the
it fucking
worst
made,
bar
it
ever.
just
you
made
know?
sense.
Yeah,
to
for
me.
sure.
It just made fucking sense to me.
Yeah, we had to figure out like what would Kenny put on this fucking shirt.
Yeah.
What would Kenny do?
So, as we get towards the end of this, we're guaranteeing that you guys are doing 5 new singles by the end of the year.
I'm down. I'm down.
I mean, at
Here
least we're
first.
down from 18. That's
Heard it
fucking
here
good.
first.
Yeah, we're making better, but at least
shit.
1 or 2. Jason was talking about at least 1 or 2.
Hopefully.
So what is? Are we just gonna do the single video thing? Are we gonna do single maybe EP thing? Are we what's the plan?
He's narrowing us down right here.
Yeah.
I
what's the-
mean,
You know
like
what?
what do the fans of Parallax? Because I tell you right now, I think you guys are one of the best heavy metal bands in town. You guys always show up and show out.
Thanks, man.
So and I know
I would say you guys are the premier.
and I know your fans want to know what's coming up next.
Weird.
So tell us.
Oh man.
No, I'm saying that's true. That's true.
It's really on me. It's literally like vocals and lyrics are the two hang-ups on the new songs.
And drums, though. Drums. I heard the drummer's a problem too.
Yeah, well, the drums I think I have figured out. You know, we've been grinding, so
We have been grinding.
I don't know. I'm not trying to put out anything I'm not like 100% happy with. You know, I'm
Let it go.
I have crippling self-doubt every time I write lyrics and every time I think about
That's called imposter syndrome.
No.
Oh my god!
I want to tell you this that a lot of music is never really finished; it's surrendered.
Yeah.
Okay, like we can polish this turd forever.
Yeah.
Or we can just let
I
it
love
go
that.
and move on. You know what I mean?
This-
Like,
I might put that on your tombstone, man. That's such a brilliant. It's such a brilliant thing. Like you gotta sometimes just
Polish this.
surrender.
let it go.
No,
Just let it go.
surrender
Just
it.
let it go.
Oh, that part. Oh, okay.
Surrender.
Not the turn part. Not the turn part. Surrender it. You.
We're always going to hear a turd.
Well,
'cause
I always
yeah.
see
You know,
musicians
this is
love
how we
their.
feel.
I love that how much you guys love your craft, and I love how much you guys work hard to. But like in the content-driven age, eventually you have to surrender your music
you have
to
to
the public.
surrender it.
Yeah.
Like I can't
I get
keep
it.
molding
It's never
this
gonna be
clay.
done. It's never gonna be done.
It's like the wheel of pot of clay.
You're always
Eventually
gonna
you gotta
find the rough
you gotta
part of
make
it.
it stupid looking.
Oh
eventually.
yeah. I mean, what our last album we recorded 2 or 3 times, I think, because
Yeah.
it was during COVID. So like COVID hit, and
Wasn't
we had
nothing else to do.
yeah, we were just gonna like record a couple songs or an EP or something like that. We had all these rad shows booked, and then it was like COVID happened. And it was like, well, fuck, we're just gonna record this album, and then we ended up in the studio for 2 fucking years or a year and a half, re-recording it, and now I fucking can barely listen to the fucking album. Because I'm just like, shit, I wish we could replace all the fucking vocals. on
Of
this.
course you do that. Hey,
Have you thought about going back and letting him do something?
No,
with
man, that
songs?
shit's in the past. It's gone, man. It's
I'm
done.
gonna
You know
tell you
what I
Well,
mean?
maybe he might rewrite a song and make it better.
Well,
I have
no.
never.
Shit,
we're working on.
We
we're
wrote the
working on-
rhythms of all the vocals
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the dude had no rhythm.
Yeah. We literally like we're working on.
What dude are we talking about?
We're not talking about that dude. That's exactly it.
Don't
We're
put
talking
names,
about that
man.
dude.
Sorry, I thought it was funny.
Hey, I have never listened
was
to one of
funny.
our.
Hey,
shows.
for the record, for the fans, I voted for the other guy when he got hired. Just
Oh,
so everyone knows.
I was trying to make Jason
Not
sing.
your fault. Not your fault.
Oscar, if you're out there, I voted for you.
No.
It's true.
But
I didn't.
that didn't work either.
I didn't.
so-
I love watching this man kill himself trying to play drums and lead singer. It's fucking amazing. I ain't gonna lie. When I watched you at Jason's
I think that
tribute
makes
show,
part of the tension of the
Jason's
the
tribute show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you fucking killed it, guys.
Yeah,
Hey.
You guys,
yeah, I think it was
Thank you.
amazing.
that was the last time I saw you guys live, and I got to really sit up top, and I was like, all right, here they come. I'm going to go sit up top in that nice little corner at the top, and you guys fucking killed it, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
man.
I was struggling that night because we had a show 2 nights before or whatever, and I just thrashed my voice, and I was like, oh, I don't know how this is going to go. I drank like 16 glasses of honey tea.
You know what's going to happen though? We're all going to appreciate you going for it
Hell yeah.
instead of laying it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
dude.
Yeah.
We're all going to see your struggle, and we're going to
I think you co-signed
identify.
this. You co-signed
We're going to
this.
identify with your struggle.
All right.
You know, and it doesn't matter the performance. We're going to identify with the struggle, and we're going to back you. That's
Right.
what actually.
And just
happens.
keep killing it.
Yeah.
And just keep
Just gonna
working your
keep
ass
trying.
off.
Yeah.
Well, when I see Parallax,
wanna see it.
I see a band working their ass off to be fucking good.
But the
That's what I
minute you
see.
rein it in and don't go for it,
No, yeah, I get it.
you lose us.
That's not in this guy. He ran 5 miles in 104-degree weather.
That's
today.
what I'm
Definitely,
saying. This
uh,
guy's a fucking trooper. He gets.
I
it.
want whatever we're doing to be sincere. You know, like when I'm writing these lyrics, I want it to be fucking the biggest tragedy
Yeah,
of my life.
I
You know,
get
I don't
that.
want it to be like, oh, I got fucking stale fries at McDonald's. You know, I want it
Well,
to
sometimes
be
fries at McDonald's, we need to cuss them out a bit.
a little, but
We don't
I
gotta
might
sing about it.
overreact.
We don't have to sing about it. We don't need to
We're
sing about it.
fucking writing songs about it.
I might.
But sometimes in that headspace, you know, you never know.
Yeah.
You're in a soggy fry headspace.
So here we are. We're at the end of the show. Anything you guys want to promote?
Yeah, please
How,
promote.
how do we find you guys? How do we support you guys?
Promote all your bullshit.
do we do?
ParallaxMetal.com. That is the first and foremost place that you should go and check out stuff because you can buy shit from us, which is really
Buy
cool.
their merch, you lazy
we
ass
got
motherfuckers.
fucking albums for sale. We got CDs for sale, shirts for sale. Fucking yeah, you know all this
Show them,
shit.
show them the shirts.
Here, show them the shirt.
Oh.
the shirts.
Show them this shit.
this is our newest shirt.
I like that.
I'm the guy who
you
wears
get it
my
with
own
all
merch.
the man sweat.
It's our teepee.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
And yeah.
they had
Oh.
those for sale at the fucking Olympic Games.
Yep.
Yeah, they sure did. Dude, how about the band that was on the fucking
Gojira, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
Gojira.
dude.
they're in the
That-
fucking. They're on a fucking
Dude,
building.
Visually, that was probably the most fucking raddest thing I've
That
ever
was the
fucking
coolest
seen.
Right?
I want to play
Yeah.
on a castle now.
I want to play on a castle too. I mean,
How
that
do
shit
you
was
get
fucking
to
radical,
play
dude.
on a castle?
The red crepe paper
Gojira.
bleeding
You,
all over
you-
everyone.
You get to play on the castle because you're Gojira and you're from
Because
fucking
you're
France.
yeah,
Gojira.
can we
Fucking
fucking
amazing.
Hey,
Yeah.
those dudes earned all of that
Fuck
shit.
yeah,
Those
dude.
dudes have been working hard.
Yeah.
You know, they
For
play.
That's
For a
way
very long
longer-
time. Very long time.
Really
Yes.
long time, dude.
And now they're spitting blood from a fucking castle.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Dude,
That
that
shit
was
was
badass.
yeah.
And if you fucking can't get down with some kick-ass band that's done a ton of shit to Earth,
Yeah, almost
earn
all
what
their
they got.
songs are written about saving the earth and shit. You know, like
Yeah.
you'd be deceived.
No, they're satanic.
Yes.
Oh,
You haven't
well,
heard?
that's-
You haven't heard?
that's the word on the
I mean,
street.
yeah,
So
yeah,
am I.
they've actually killed 8 people since their performance.
No, that night I think. That night I think they ate.
I think 8 people
they
died
ate
from
them.
just from the sure
From the fire.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was really a fucking
They were
cool
burning
spectacle.
bodies
and
down
it's
there.
and it's
Cutting
nice.
heads off. I saw.
And what America
Jesus
gets a
Christ.
little bit of look at is it's no, we don't always have to have this full pop on bullshit. You don't realize that there is a ton of niches of music that hundreds of millions of people love.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not just pop music. Like, and there's a pop music in every country. Don't think that Paris doesn't have pop music that they deal with. They willing to put on a heavy metal band that I didn't know a ton of until they put them on. But I went and looked at it. They've been putting in their dudes, like you guys said. They've been around forever.
Yep.
And they like Paris took a bold move. Let's put on somebody that's a little fucking different. We don't have to do what America does or Europe does. Let's do something a little fucking different.
Europe is different.
They are.
Like they are. They're fucking different.
Well, they're willing to take a fucking chance.
Well,
sometimes.
they're certainly not following our fucking footsteps.
Well, what do you guys think
You know?
about what do you guys think about the drag queen
Last
Last
Supper?
Supper picture?
I mean,
I haven't even like looked into it.
I haven't looked into any of that stuff.
I
like,
so don't give a shit.
I
Yeah,
just
none of
don't
that
care.
stuff
I
is
don't
so
either.
give a
Like if
shit.
it's
It doesn't
funny, it's
affect my
funny.
day-to-day, man.
Like it's
I feel like all
whatsoever.
that stuff is propaganda to turn all of us against each other. So I don't really
That's
read
kind
into
of how
it.
I feel it too.
well,
much.
I think they always are trying to add all these extras bullshit.
The cringe.
Just like and if you really click and read, then you realize that the click part was horse shit and the
Yeah.
read part is where the real shit
I'm
is.
surprised as many people are talking about the Dionysus reference and all that shit because I'm like, oh, well, there must be a lot more people that read into history than what I thought.
Yeah.
You know, I thought everybody thought that was
No,
bullshit, so.
really, it's the people that are trying to defund the Department of Education that are talking about the things they don't know about.
Oh, man.
So that's
Well, and
kind of where we're at.
yeah, well, I mean, and just what we have is a giant hole of misrepresentation.
Yeah.
We have things that are represented for what they not really are. We have like people represented for not who they really are. It's just a bunch of fucking horseshit, really. So we don't have to go down that rabbit hole. But
Well, over there in
Oh.
France, I know things are a little different, you know.
Well,
I had
I-
a girlfriend that she went back she was working at Cessna, I think, got deported, and she wore a Parallax shirt to Hellfest and sent me a picture. That was pretty cool. So.
with the
Excellent.
big
Way to
giant
represent.
women
Excellent.
statue in the background. Yeah,
Yeah.
way to represent. You gotta love a girl who represents.
No, but she goes over there and goes to like those artistic. They're like Macy's Day Parades, but they're like those animals they look robotic. Have you seen that shit?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's so badass. They're super
It's that
artsy over
big-
there.
It's that big animatron shit that they do over there.
It's
yeah.
so cool.
It is pretty cool. It is pretty
Yeah.
fun cool. And it's weird that we get shielded from that in America. We tend to think that we're the coolest country and whatever we do is always the funnest shit. There's a lot of cool fucking shit going on that we don't fucking have a clue about.
Worldwide, it's
Yeah,
really
and then
awesome.
that's why Americans get surprised when a fucking cool ass band stands on the side of a fucking building and destroys the opener for a fucking Olympics that you didn't know
Oh,
about.
dude.
Well, hey man, not everything's for us.
The French are cool for doing that shit.
Right,
They're
like, you know what I'm
for
saying?
doing that
I
shit.
think so too.
That's what I mean. Like they're like, hey man, here's some shit you don't know about, and you act like you know everything. Here's some cool shit.
You know,
don't
in
fucking know
America,
about.
they'd put. I don't even know.
Yeah,
who.
I mean-
it would be some garbage, though. You know,
It's not garbage. It's still our shit, but it's
Yeah, but it would be written by a third party who,
You're
know.
not wrong there. And he's 100% right. And he's a hunter. Clayton rings the bell on that one.
Sorry.
Yeah, but you're 100% right. You're 100% right. So at the end of this, check out everything Parallax. The 2 shows you got coming up that we really need.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So here I'm going to pull it up.
Yeah, pull them up. We
have Norma Jean and Darkest Hour with Parallax at TempleLive Annex on September 13th, Friday the 13th.
How much can we get into that show for?
I love it.
That I'm not sure. You just have
15.
to.
If you tackle Jason in public, you get in for free.
You go to 1%productions.com to get tickets for that one. Excellent. The next one is with Soulfly.
What?
Soulfly, Max Cavalera.
Everybody from Sepultura.
Oh my God.
With Mutilation Barbecue, Skin Flint, Parallax, Parthian, and Love Like War. And
Parthian and Love Like War.
Yeah,
excellent. Excellent.
And that is at Wave
lot
on
of locals.
October 21st. Yeah.
Shout out to Love Like War. That's
Jeff's a partner.
Yeah, Jeff.
Yep.
Jeff Kelly's a partner of ours.
Yep. So that one's on October 21st at Wave. You can get tickets to that one at 1%productions.com.
That'll be sweet.
With us, visit parallaxmetal.com, facebook.com/Parallax Metal. Pretty much anything at Parallax Metal, you're going to find us.
And get their merch, guys.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That helps them more than anything. If you guys want to see Parallax keep performing, keep kicking ass around here, just support their merch. Support their website and support everything these guys got going. They're one of our favorites.
Hell yeah.
Well, shout out to the fucking end of this. Aaron and Austin show, baby. We're done.
Shout out to you guys, man.
Love
yeah,
you guys.
thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming.